So we have question number 2 from 5 questions a day challenge, and as we can see over here, we have to sketch this inequality. These are really good type of questions and a very good topic. So before I really go ahead, I will be showing you what exactly this sketch looks like. Y is greater than x squared minus 4. So if I show you the graph here, you will be able to see the screen, and I would be inputting the equation. Y is greater than x squared minus 4, I guess. Let me just quickly check that. X squared minus 4. Yeah, that was the equation. So if we draw the graph, this is the calculator obviously. It is showing us this. But how to really do this mentally so that we can get scores and do it in the exams, right? So let's try that. Here, I'll be taking, so here if I just quickly invest 1 more minute. So we have, this is the x-axis, no, this is the x-axis, and we have these two roots in here. I mean the points, it passes through the x-axis, so we need those 2 points. We should know whether the curve, this is going to be the upward hue or downwards hue. The third thing, we need to know the y-intercept. That means what point it passes through the y-axis. And the last one is the maxima or minima. So now I will share my screen and we'll quickly discuss that. And I have a very great logic to just remember these things. And that logic is Mr. IT. What? Yes, that sounds interesting. It's Mr. IT. Okay, what's that? Let's discuss that. So M stands for maxima or minima. So we need to think of whether it's going to be maxima or minima. So maxima is like the graph goes like this. Minima, the graph goes like this. Okay. Now the second thing is R. R stands for roots. Roots meaning what points on x-axis is going to be passing through. So these points, they are called nothing but roots. Roots are nothing but the solutions. When we solve the equation, what we get the solutions when we solve the quadratic equation, that are the roots. Then comes I. I is nothing but the intercept. Intercept. It's y-intercept. And T here is the turning point. Turning point. So Mr. IT, it's really helpful because we don't miss any value. So let's quickly do that now. We have the equation. Let's first identify whether it's going to be a maxima or a minima. If you have x squared, if the coefficient, if it is positive, it's positive, it's not negative. Like if it is minus x squared, that's negative, but right now it's positive, so it's always going to be a minima. The positive meaning minima, like this. So we know that the curve will be something like this. Now what we need to do, we just need to quickly find out these points. We should know these, they are roots. We should know the y-intercept. We should know the turning point, and we already know the curve. The curve is going to be minima. So now let's start. First point, M is finalized, like we've found out M. The second value is roots. So we just take the equation is y is greater than x squared minus 4. Just make it 0, make it equal to 0. So x squared minus 4 equals 0, and try finding out solve the quadratics and find out the equation, find out the solutions. So it would be like, this is not having any the coefficient of x, so it's simply going to be x plus 2 x minus 2 equals 0. Now the value of x is 2 and minus 2. That means this point is a negative 2 and that point is a 2. Now what do we need? We need the we are done with 2 things. Let's keep marking. So M is done, R is done, I. Intercept is very easy. Your the constant value, or we can simply say that the intercept is where the graph cuts the y-axis. We know that. Now the end number is minus 4. So your I is minus 4. That means this point is minus 4 or 0 comma minus 4, right? So the curve passes through the y-axis where it is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. It passes through this particular point. That's fine. And now the last thing is the turning point, because the equation is y is greater than x squared minus 4. So, or maybe simply if I say this is the equation, what we do for turning point, we actually use completing the square. But over here, it's already not having any coefficient of x here. No, it's not the standard equation. Generally, we get the equations like x squared minus 2x plus 8, something like this. So here this is missing. When we get these type of equations, our turning point is always 0 comma the y-intercept minus 4. So we are clear. The turning point is 0 comma minus 4, and actually y-intercept is also minus 4. So it is actually, coinciding. The turning point and the y-intercept, they are both coinciding. So our final graph would look something like this. It wouldn't be having two different things like a different turning point and a different y-intercept. It would be having the same. This is the turning point as well as y-intercept. So it is 0 comma minus 4, and this point is 2, that point is minus 2. We are not done yet. We have to sketch because y is greater than, so what do? You're going to be sketching the inner area, inner region. That's what your final answer is. Hope that makes sense. See you soon. Bye. Take care.